Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Rain World, where I have done as I said I would. I got us the cell, I got back to a place to sleep, and now we are confronted with a whole different problem, which is fulfilling the task we were given. We were asked to take the cell to looks at the moon, right? I don't have any idea how to do that. I went and looked at the I just realized I just saw this for the first time. I don't know what that is. Anyway, sorry. I went back and watched a bunch of the footage from the main slugcat Let's Play to see, because we did meet looks at the moon in that, and also go to Five Pebbles, but unfortunately we didn't take a path between them that was very direct. So it's really hard to say what the best way to get from here to there would be. We're gonna have to do a lot of exploration. And I'm really not even sure the best way to go about it. We can, of course, just try to leave the way we came in here. I don't really want to go through a lot of those rooms, and I'm thinking we probably could get out the top of Five Pebbles' chamber with the cell, since it lets us do crazy jumps. So I think that's gonna be the goal for today. Is let's see if there is a route that has opened up because of the way the place is decayed, that might take us kind of generally in the direction we want to go. For the most part, what we want is to go to the right, down to sea level, and then to the right a lot. Seems to be the general idea. I think it looks at the moon seems to be the rightmost thing in the world. So yeah, that's the plan for now. So let's talk about getting back out of here. So if we're gonna go back up to Five Pebbles' chamber, the fastest way to do that is, gosh, where even is it from here? It's up this area, right? Yeah, for sure. Okay, so up. Okay, take the top entrance. Go right or left, it kind of doesn't matter. Wait, actually, is this right? Yeah, you know, this the thing that's in the middle of the screen right now is Five Pebbles' chamber. Is this going to turn out to be a dead end, though? I don't know. If it turns out to be a dead end, that's fine. Five Pebbles will at least probably have something to say to us. If we end up having to return to the way we came in to go back out, that would suck a lot. But I guess there's a lot of unexplored territory yet. Like, it may be the case that there's another exit available to us somewhere. Alright, well, this is my plan for right now. We're headed in that direction. So we want to take the top exit out of the next room, and then left, up, and right, or right, up, and left both seem fine. I just came through these rooms, and they're pretty easy to maneuver. Yeah, so let's just go that way. Okay, here we go. Just gotta remember that I have the ability to turn this thing on and cause weird gravity disturbances. Also, I kind of like the way Rivulet... Ah, shoot. Okay, hold on. Whoa. Yeah, wow, that's really powerful. No, grab. Okay, and then go this way. And then go this way. Well, I don't want to go back in the same... Okay. I'm trying really hard to get into the outlet directly above me. Oh, okay, one more try. Jump and go. There we are. That was a lot more effort than I thought it was going to be. So this is it. This is taking up both of my hands, right? Like, let me... Yeah, I cannot grab food while I am carrying this. But we may want to save over there. So let me make sure to... okay, I'm getting there. This is going to make eating stuff really tedious. How did you even get over there, friend? Okay, well, you're not food. Okay, so we want to go up in the middle of this room. No, we want to go up the shaft that is directly above me. It's really easy to get stuck to stuff. You just kind of like go up until you hit an object on the wall. Okay, this way and... okay, these are food. Chomp, 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 chomp. So yeah, part of this is that there are definitely areas we could not reach before that we can reach now. Oh, hold on, there's more food up there. So we probably should be looking for and exploring those as well. Okay, we're full now. That's nice. Don't have to worry about that. I'm sorry about this little spider guy. I recognize that this is inconvenient for you. And I'm definitely going to be more disruptive than I absolutely have to be due to clumsiness. Okay. It closed my map because it wanted me to know that this is the cystic conduit. It's not super helpful information. That thing could theoretically come over here. So wait, how does this connect to... okay, so this is where we would have ended up if we had just gone to the right and up there. So we're still on track, and there's another place to rest nearby. But I kind of want to know what's down and left in this room. Oh boy, that thing knows we are here, and it is hungry. Ooh-ah. I'm getting the hang of this. Recursive transform array. I don't know that I necessarily want to be in a place that is recursive. Every time that thing power cycles, it scares the shit out of me. Okay, so this is an area we had been to partially before. It's really quiet in here now, though. I mean, like, did we remove the last bit of power to the whole nightmare computer? I guess he talked about the cell in the singular, right? Oh, I like the effect that it has even on the map. If you're viewing the map in front of the turned on cell. I kind of want to go look this way. Oh, I wish I had more light. It sounds like there's some kind of power over there. Is this not a grabbable? Huh. I guess that particular pole is in the background? Well, I mean, we know ultimately where that goes, though, don't we? Part of me is really curious about the corners, but also scared to move around in the dark because of, you know, all of the things that are in the dark in Rain World. Ow, my brain. Boy. I sure hope that didn't just bounce to a place where I can't retrieve it, because we will have to die and start the cycle over again if that happens. Also, it looks like I'm holding it with only one hand right now. So I wonder if maybe I can single-handed grip it and still be able to interact with other items. And it's just I had it with both hands before for some reason. Okay, so this is going to take us into that room back there, which is... I don't know. No, I'm definitely not allowed to pick up this spear. Okay. Oh, I didn't really need to prep there. Ah, spooky spiders. Why am I going up here? This is not useful. And I can't actually access that area. Problem, friends. Oh no. Shoot. Oh, well, I'm just dead. There's a dead end here. Maybe it'll forget I'm here. I hate these things. Yeah, we've never seen what's over to the top right, and in order to get there, we'd have to go down. That's promising, though, right? Because, like, we want to be going to the right. This is pretty not fun. This thing for real needs to fuck all the way off. Even just like up into that tube is not sufficient unless it comes all the way up. Because I need to get through the U-bend under it and then into that other, you know, the tube that it's going into right now. All right, I guess let's give it a second and hope that it will just head out the bottom. Nope, it's not doing that. In fact, it's coming all the way up here to kill me. All right, this is shitty. All right, we gotta go now. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Boy, just in time too, huh? Oh, get up there. There we go. Okay. So now, this is a room we've not been in before at all. Seems like these things are reluctant to stick their tentacles into the water. So we have an escape. Let me try going this way. We're going to go left. Because I want to see what's through that transition, but I also want to see what's out the top of this screen. I'm pretty sure that like white flash thing is an indicator of their perception, right? It is perceiving me. Okay, we know that upward will take us somewhere that it seems like we want to be. Huh. Yo, this rules. This is one of my favorite cells. Oh, you know what? There's a bunch of water over here. And before I thought, oh, the water, that seems bad. But actually, Actually, water's probably right. Water's probably an indication that we're going the right way. Where am I relative to... Okay, so... Because I'm kind of wondering if we did go back over there, and it looks like we're quite close now, if we would get some additional instruction. Let's go do that first. Let's go have a look. Let's go meet our friend. Hooah. So in this next bit over, there's a place to sleep, and there's a ton of food out here. So we should definitely just take this. Okay. How much radiation do you think this thing's putting out? Like, how long-term fucked is this slugcat? Yeah, I'm very curious about that top left thing. I wonder if we could passage travel with this. I'm unlikely to try it. Thus far, it has seemed to be the case that you don't take stuff with you when you passage travel. And if we were to do that, I think it automatically saves you in the new place that you go to. So if we did it and it turned out that it didn't take the thing along with us, I don't think we would have the opportunity to fix it. I think we would just be saved on the wrong side of the world from our delightful cell. So we're not going to test that, I don't think. But the game may be relying on you being, more adventurous than I am. Could be. All right, friend. Let's go say howdy. Was the lightning here as violent before? Okay, activating this has had no effect in this area. I guess I should have expected that. Trying to do that thing where you like use the tail swishing to give yourself some swimming direction. There we go. It's able to kick off of that guy. Okay, that's right. I remember this. Apologies if this turns out to be like a really long way to do a thing that's not actually valuable. It's weird that our map of this area isn't more complete, given that we did, in fact, explore this whole area. And especially that our map doesn't seem to include the way that I got up into Pebbles' room. Hey, what if you just let me see above me? Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm pretty sure we went all the way up into the left and ended up in another room up there that then... Because we entered Pebbles' room from that space to the left, right? How did I do that? Because this doesn't look useful. Okay, it was not a secret door thing. There should be a really obvious mark on the map of how we did it. All right, let's get back across here. This might be right. This is probably right. Yep, this is it for sure. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. That's so annoying. That's why you take the save right there, I guess. Why does that need to be right there? So if you come out a centimeter too far, if you come out a whole centimeter instead of half of a centimeter, you just die. Because the thing about good game design is that it's very tedious and fiddly. Everybody knows that. Do you mind, red guy? Space Channel 5 looking motherfucker? Get out of my way. Where are all of the other delicious friends? I mean, whatever. We have enough. But it's weird that their numbers are so different here, right? Once again, Slugcat just decided to let go. I think I'm getting okay at this, get off of me. This, like, tail-assisted swimming maneuver. Okay, we know what we're doing this time. Can I skip going across? No, there isn't a way directly. Okay. That's a small amount frustrating. Actually, never mind. There's that bit to the left there where we could go up. But this works just fine. But yeah, it really sucks to make people do a lot of totally trivial, not interesting, time-wasting traversal if they fail a very, like, goofy and precise button check, and then, you know, make them do it again and again and again. It's like, put your checkpoint before the only part that matters, you know, not... Oh my god. Ugh. I don't believe I can turn it off. Once it's on, I think I have to wait until it shuts off naturally. I'm trying to creep out just like the smallest possible amount because that thing will get us otherwise. Ugh. Stand up, slugcat. Okay, I think we're okay now. Hey, look, I did it! Probably. Are you still alive with this being the case? Thank you. I suppose this makes us even? Goodbye, wet mouse. Send my regards. Okay, so it feels like maybe I was supposed to come through here again. And the idea is now I will be able to... Come on. Oh my god. There's this, like... That wasn't able to kill us previously. How did it even manage to do that? Yeah, fucking I know. That was not able to kill us previously. Remember, we got stuck in that a bunch of times, and eventually it spat us out. And the thing is, you have to jump up to the right wall, and then jump off of the right wall to get to the roof. That's the only way to do that. So you're going to have to land kind of near that little thing in order to do this correctly. And it's just, again, the game being cruel for no reason. There's no reason that there needs to be a bit of rot there. There's nothing that is gained from it. It's not an interesting skill test or anything. It's just the developer flipping you off for the 350th time. It really is a shame. Like, I know that kind of like intentionally trolling, quote unquote trolling, game design got really popular for a while there, like especially in the wake of it's present in all of the versions of The Binding of Isaac to some extent, but I feel like McMillan himself has a really good grasp of how to make it like interesting and fun, a thing that you kind of laugh along with a little bit more. Once Nicholas took over with the Pixel remaster, it really got kind of insufferable. In no small part because that dude, the guy who runs Nicholas, Tyrone, is just like a legitimate huge asshole. He's not a guy with a mischievous sense of humor. He just actually likes being mean to people. Which, if you've ever had any personal interactions with him, will become clear immediately. Yes, that kind of thing got really popular for a while, and obviously, like, it still lives in a lot of the sort of splatformer genre, but that shit sucks so much. You can make a game difficult without being a dickhead about it, you know? Celeste is like... Gosh, Celeste is good, right? Celeste is a thing we can all get behind. And incidentally, it's also actually harder than any of those other games. At least, you know, if you want to actually do all the seasides and whatnot. This is such an annoying jump. All right. You gotta be so careful, because if you're even a little bit too far to the left there, the wet mouse will grab onto one of the poles and derail your whole environment. Let this turn off so I'm in full control. Stand up, wet mouse. I'm never gonna stop that. That's gonna be forever. Okay. There we go. Did not mean to do that. Oh, you know what? I thought that thing at the top was connecting to this room, and that's why I thought it was a dead end. But it totally doesn't, does it? Okay. That room was something we had seen because it was connected to there. Wait, is it broken? Why is it not turning on? There it is. I was gonna say, I need this fucking thing. I might be able to do it from the left wall, maybe. Oh, it turns out with the gravity, with the weird gravity in here to begin with, you can actually just jump straight up from the floor. To be clear, I'm not doing like cute little short hops there. That is 100% the just the low gravity and the raw momentum carrying me over those obstacles. Okay, so traditionally, coming out the top of this thing has routed us leftwards into like the farm arrays, right? And we certainly don't want to go there, but we don't know what it's going to look like now that everything's all like rotted and fucked, so... Even if we do end up in the farm arrays, we can probably find another way back. I was really hoping that there would be like a way to slide rightward in here somewhere. Shoot. Ow. Wait. How did my cell just go? Did anyone else see it just fucking vanish? Okay. Just mashing shift, I was able to reclaim it from the place that it disappeared to. Do I want to do this? Do we want to save out here, or am I just making things more difficult on myself? It feels like we were supposed to come back and see him again, right? There's that dialogue, and then, like, there's an area, there's an exit from his room that you can only access once you have the cell. No, this feels right. I think this is right. I'm certainly going to treat it as though it is right. Just have ourselves a little nap with this thing just pouring radiation into every cell of my body. Every cell of my tiny mouse-like body. The saint, yes. I'm doing a good deed. Positively saintly. Need to be careful with this thing. I had a definite adrenaline spike when I thought it had disappeared. I appreciate that despite the fact that it takes up both of our hands and it's like pretty big relative to us, it doesn't actually seem to be weighing me down any. Like, we still feel very very mobile. No. There we go. Still feel very mobile relative to the other slugcats. Okay, a gate that can be used from both sides, even when horribly, even when things are going horribly. Good to know. I could absolutely be taking us the wrong way, and it may well be the case that they intend for you to, you know, if you have a passage, for you to spend the passage to head back toward the starting area, because I think that the path to Luxembourg Moon is pretty close to our starting area. And you might say, well, you may as well try it. I mean, like, what are the odds that they would design the game in such a way that you could, like, completely brick your campaign and have to start over by doing a thing that seems like pretty much the most obvious thing? And in most games, I would say, yeah, you're right. In this game, I would say the odds are close to 100%. Because, again, of all of the things that we have seen here. Fuck you, physics. Oh, okay, that's just a hard, invisible wall. The realism. So this is another gate. And this one requires an amount of lives we can't get to. Right, we don't have the expanded... Is that even one of the values of the expanded life bar? I don't know that it is. Alright, well. Hey, there's the moon. I mean, descending the wall gets you back to a ground, but I feel like it puts you in the direction of the farm arrays, right? We can feel your presence, little creature. Do these things usually talk? Your attunement has become much closer to ours. The mark you received is an unimaginable gift. The struggle, the cycles. It can all fade like a morning mist beneath the glory of the sun. We found a way. Okay, well, we have received a little bit of a gift there. Thank you. Did they talk to us before? Like, we have found that one before. So we definitely have been to C1 when we had the mark of communication. I don't know. I don't remember them talking to us before. Also, my memory is kind of, you know. There's a reason I always have to go and look up the footage instead of just remembering which parts of the map are where. Come on, you. I was just through here, and you know I was just through here. Making me wait. It's a shame you don't have like a long jump in this game. What about rolling? How did I do that? Oh, hold on there. What did I just do? Y'all saw that like weird slide move, right? I would swear to you that what I did was run, tap down to go into like a crouch, and then tap jump. I was trying to do a Super Mario like. How did I do that? I was trying to do a Super Mario long jump. You know, a 3D Mario long jump. I'm not sure why it... Okay, well, just tapping jump along the ground doesn't really seem to be all that helpful. Boy, if I could figure out how to do that little scoot move on purpose, that would be really fucking rad. Yeah, that. It almost seems like you have to be at, like maybe at a certain frame in the walk cycle. Sorry, this is not what we were doing. But now I've figured a thing out, and it would be really rad to be able to like utilize it. Okay, so it's not about... Yo! It's not about going from standing to crouching. You can execute it from a crouch. Trying to like... I have no idea how I did it. It's driving me crazy. Okay. So I was holding down that time. Just like put on my input visualizer so y'all can puzzle along with me. Okay, so far I've been unable to reproduce it when I am not holding down. So it's something about... Yeah, it's interesting. Like, you know, there's this like charge leap when you're crouched. I don't... Is it something that's related to that? Like, am I kind of charging and then... Alright, I don't know, and I'm not going to spend too long on it because, like, you know, it probably is going to rain again. We're outside, so... I probably do not have forever, but that's really interesting. Oh, wow. Moths. So, as ever, when we go back up here, there will be nothing up here. Like that never happened. I do like the composition of this screen an awful lot. I'm gonna take a screenshot. It's just like a nice looking. Yeah. Hi everybody. Just come out here and have a party. And the environment design in this game, like the visual environment design, is really, really good. And it's frustrating that like definitely comes at the cost of the functionality of the environment design, at least some of the time. It's like it's definitely more important to the developers that it be pretty than that it be like readable as gameplay elements. That's how you get like the foreground craft obscuring what is actually interactable. And but gosh, the good stuff about Rain World's real good. Where does this go? Oh, this doesn't seem like a valuable place to be. All right, a place to sleep. To begin to try to figure out what our future holds. I feel like those things didn't talk to us before. Maybe I'm misremembering, or maybe it's something specifically about the rivulet. Like, we noted early on that you have the mark, but maybe it's something even more than that. So I'm pretty sure you get the nomad by sleeping in 4 different biomes, 4 different named areas consecutively, I think. I'm not going to stress about it because we already have 2 passages we're not using. But it's probably pretty doable if you really wanted it. Okay, I think that's where we're going to call it for today. That's, progress. There's progress being made. I don't know if we're going in the right direction toward our next thing, but we'll figure it out. So come back next time for the figuring it out. And maybe also I will learn how to do that cool slide maneuver. And we'll see you then.